Are you ready to turn your potential into performance? If so, you're in the right place. This is the Coach Bru Show, and here's your host, John Brubaker.
Welcome to the Coach Bru Show Performance Report, episode number 502. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly, they're ferocious wolves. That's Matthew 7:15 from the Bible. And while this was the subject of the sermon at my church Sunday, I'm actually talking to you about it from a business perspective today. Specifically, I'm taking aim at my enemy and yours, the self-proclaimed gurus. Not just in my profession, but all industries. That being said, my profession very well might be one of the worst when it comes to charlatans calling themselves gurus. Note, you're only a guru when others, specifically your professional peers, refer to you as one. Not by bestowing that title on yourself, as many do. What prompted this article was my email inbox being flooded with Black Friday discounts. You probably got a lot of them too. The ones I got, though, had discounts ranging from 75% to 99% off. And these were all from business and sales gurus who preach never discount, always add value instead in their sales coaching and training. And I'm not kidding. This is 100% serious, not a joke. This is not fake news. And sadly, people fall for those tactics, thinking they're getting a deal. Now, imagine how the customers who paid full price because they arrived on the site on a non-holiday must feel when they see others getting what they thought was a $10,000 product for $997. Note, if you're discounting your products by 91% every single holiday year-round, which one self-proclaimed guru does, guess what? Guess what your product is really valued at? It's manipulation, not facilitation. And the difference is, they're doing something to the customer, not for the customer. Really, I think what they're doing is criminal or fraudulent at best. Quick question. What's the hardest thing to earn and the easiest thing to lose? I'll give you a hint. It's not money. It's trust. Consumer trust right now is at an all-time low. Information overload, fake news, and manipulative advertising are to blame. According to research by the American Association of Advertising Agencies, only 4% of Americans believe the marketing and advertising industry operates with integrity. You might be thinking, well, what's that have to do with me? Well, it ought to scare the bejesus out of you, considering every single one of us is a marketer. We're all in some way, shape, or form marketing our message and our value to the world, or at least our little corner of it, which is why I believe I have a responsibility, as we all do, I have a responsibility to expose this type of fraudulent behavior. Call it whatever you like. Guilt by association, a few bad apples, spoiling it for the whole bunch, whatever you like. But the false prophets damage your profession when they aren't exposed for what they really are. Case in point, every day I see, quote, mental toughness gurus, business coaches, and self-proclaimed leadership experts marketing their services, who, when you look a little closer, have zero professional or academic credentials to be teaching what they claim to be experts in, and often little to no experience in actual leadership roles. You've probably seen them, some of them. The gurus standing in front of the private jet that we all know they rented for the video shoot, along with the Lamborghini parked next to it, and they proclaim that their way is the only way, their system. They share this rags to riches story and try to make you feel inferior and broken if you don't buy from them right away. They engage in clickbait by creating these hyperbolic, alluring headlines and titles like Success Simplified and Effortless Change. And those are, sadly, actual titles. As my friends in Texas like to say, these folks are, quote, all hat and no cattle. And I couldn't say it better than that. Case in point, in my inbox on Friday, I received an email from a guru with the subject, Death of the Info Product. This email was touting the benefits of the guru's state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind, limited availability product, which was the alternative to info products, which, according to her, are dead. Now, the big problem with this was that she used an actual info product, a free 13-page ebook and 45-minute video, to market her product. Oh, and did I mention it was priced at 75% off? For, yep, you guessed it, a limited time only. Now, I share all this with you because I don't want you to fall victim to false prophets. The best advice I can give you is threefold. Number one, examine the person's academic and professional credentials. With one exception. If they refer to themselves as a guru, then don't even waste your time looking at them any further. Don't walk away from those people. Instead, run. Fast. Number two, don't ask and certainly don't pay for advice from someone with whom you wouldn't want to trade places with professionally. That one ought to be self-explanatory. Number three, don't invest in something from someone who doesn't guarantee their work. If there's a disclaimer on their site reading, quote, results not typical, you can rest assured their product or service isn't reputable, and they're simply sharing an atypical or perhaps downright fraudulent testimonial. For example, using our XYZ system, Kelly went from broke and unemployed to millionaire in just 3 months. Now, much of the self-help industry is made up of people buying advice on making money from someone who can only make money selling advice on making money. Think about that for a minute. I'll repeat that. A lot of the self-help industry is made up of people buying advice on making money from someone who can only make money selling advice on making money. Now, think about this. A little food for thought. If someone is so successful at whatever they're selling, then why then are they trying to make their living selling the recipe to others, so to speak, instead of actually doing the work themselves? We all need to be aware of these false prophets who claim to have the magic bullet and the missing piece of the puzzle you're seeking. Because in reality, when you stop looking for the magic bullet and the missing piece of the puzzle, that is when results can happen for you. Now, what can you expect from me? Well, I live by the quote from that great American philosopher, Dolly Parton. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. I know who I am, and I don't pretend to be someone or something I'm not. I'll always be transparent with you. Speak from a place of experience, lead by example, and practice what I preach. I'll continue to give before I take. Strive to add value to those around me, and do it on purpose. Oh, and not to worry, you'll never see me posting photos of myself next to a private jet or Lamborghini. By the way, if those guys were really gurus, shouldn't they know that purchasing a depreciating asset isn't a smart investment? Little reminder as we close up this episode, if you go to coachbrew.com during the holiday season, the proceeds from all my product sales on there, 100% goes directly to the United States Marine Corps Toys for Tots program, which I've partnered with this holiday season. Now, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but nothing is discounted 75% to 99% off. You see, I know the value of my product, and it's the same price year round because it's worth it. But shipping on all my books is free. Again, quick reminder, watch out for false prophets. There are plenty of them out there in every industry, and be the change you want to see in yours. That's it for the Performance Report, episode number 502. If you want to go to iTunes and rate and review the podcast, greatly appreciate it. And for more resources on how to turn your potential into performance, you can head on over to coachbrew.com. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to The Coach Brew Show. If you're not currently subscribed to the podcast, sign up now on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. And for more information to turn your potential into performance, head on over to coachbrew.com now.